Yeah, so Grim will join us later. Nick's here tonight. I think Nick missed last week.
Miss Monday.
Yeah, yeah, Monday. So we just fucked off and mined a heap. Grim and I did a bunch of mining. I think I did a bunch of crafting stuff. So yeah, hopefully, I did leave like a lot of tables and stuff like crafting. But yeah, so this is where I like logged out, and I think Grim's drone should be there. It's just there. So he's about there. So I just don't want him to get stuck in here. Um, what is it that I drew yesterday? I was drawing myself, my character. Um, so I'm Kelly Venus, by the way. My channel, me, everything is acrylic. So yeah, my character. I normally draw emotes and stuff on my art stream nights, but I just got a new tablet. Somebody really awesome and honestly funded a fucking drawing tablet for me. So I've been drawing with a mouse this whole time. Like my avatar picture, my emotes, all that are all drawn with a mouse. And so now I had a tablet, and I just kind of wanted to practice with that. So I just, instead of drawing something specific, I just wanted to continue something that I was practice drawing on. It's an old picture from 2011 that I've just been like pulling in and out when I finished too early on like emotes or something like that, and I just want to draw something else for a little bit. But I spent ages on her eyes instead of actually doing like much else. Like, I went like super hyper detailed on her eyes instead of like just glossing over and just doing a bunch of like, decorative kind of what do you call it, colors and shit. So yeah, that was something. So yeah, I'm gonna be down here and fucking mining all this. I'm gonna be using an auger. It might be loud. There's nothing I can really do about that. I can only crouch to make that better, unfortunately. I've got all my fuel. I've got space. I can bring this out for more space. Grim's truck's all the way over there, so I can always fill that up. I've got rock busters and I've got Rampar's learning elixir to get me some extra XP and some extra resources harvested. So yeah, I should be good with this. This is already, let's make sure it's fully full before I start, because I don't want to waste stuff. I'm not going to put my turrets down for a while. I've got them, but I don't want to put them down. They will defend me, but I should, oh, fuck it. I should put them down. Fuck it, I'll go put it up here. I don't think I'll be mining in this spot, but this should get me, I want to go back over here. What? No, put it down. There we go. All right, that should protect me over that way if a zombie comes in, but I'll start over here. The metal sounds like shit to dig in. The rock stuff isn't as bad. It'll be fine. But yeah, let me get one of these in. I thought that Nick Cage was just looking at your PNG tuber admiringly. You should see when we get Grim in here as well, because he looks like he's like censoring me when he stands in front of me with his little Grim Reaper and stuff. But yeah, he'll pop in later. As soon as he comes online, he'll pop in. But yeah, he's got stuff to do for a little bit, so it won't be till later. I'll just try to get rid of some of the metal shit first, because I know it's loud, and then I could go on to just rocks and shit. There's only a couple of patches in here of rocks, metal. So we've got lead, iron, nitrate. There's oil, shale, rock, sand. There might be some clay, probably not. I might, if I'm lucky, I might get some like diamonds and nuggets and stuff of like gold and silver that I can sell off for myself. A little bit of bonus money kind of thing. That'd be great. The little Grim has a Grim Reaper, dude. I haven't seen them before. Yeah, no, their avatars will automatically join if we're playing a game together. But yeah, 7 Days is pretty much the only game that we kind of play together. Nick and I also play Generation Zero and Battlefield and Warzone and stuff like that. Like, we play a few different ones. Grim plays some, but not all. I think he's got Generation Zero, but we haven't played that with him yet. We're just doing a run through with Nick and my characters, second characters. Else we got like other games like Doom and like not so much like Diablo, but in StarCraft and stuff. Those are like multiplayers and stuff, but I generally just play those solo. There's a Twitch feature. the hosting thing that characters pop up automatically. No, it's not. So Twitch Studio can be as manual as OBS if you want it to be. Like if you use all like the browser sources and stuff, you can like add whatever the fuck you want as well. You can get real creative with it. But it's actually a reactive PNG. What do you call it? It's a site. It's a program site. You have to put stuff into, so that when they join, and then the other person, say me, the streamer, has to have the link to their character, and put a panel in my streaming program, so when they do join, it automatically infills. So that's how it works. But I've cleaned up the Grim Reaper for Grim, and Nick's what do you call it? Nick's fucking Nicolas Cage thing. Like that's generally his avatar in Discord anyway. So like he has Nicolas Cage. So then I was choosing between the two, and I just switched them over, and I saw him like shining in the light, and I'm like, yeah, no, I have to make this the opposite for when he talks. I can't not now. It's too glorious. You're about 10 minutes. It's a 10 minutes wait. Then I got to eat it. Make some homemade toasted Subway bacon, smoked cheese, pepperoni, salami, smoky barbecue sauce, fried egg. It's in the oven getting baked. Holy shit, Grim. It sounds dense. Are you sure you're going to be alive after that? Oh, it's shooting something. Nice. At least it's working. Yeah. Food coma laters. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. No, I kind of figured I'm like, if you're having dinner, you might end up like sleepy from that. Plus you're mining too, so I know when you get in, you'll do mining as well. Hopefully there'll be some resources by then left. I've just got to remember to keep topping up my rock bosses and my learning elixirs while I've got them, because it just gives me 20% extra. Turn off my lights, it's not so bright. 20% extra resources and 20% more XP. So it's worth my time to run them while I'm doing this specifically. No, not Slippy, I'm Grim. Nick is Sleepy. You're right. Nick is Sleepy Nick. I think in Discord he's Mr. Sleepy, aren't you? Yeah. For sure.
I'm just always sleepy.
Yeah, everybody's fucking sleepy. Also, for anybody that might be new and or lurking around, we have got a Discord. If you're interested in joining, there's a link on the About page, or you can type in !Discord, and they'll give you the link to get in. It's quite a good community. That's a screamer. Hold on. Ah, she's dead. It's fine. That's the EP Sleepy Nick. Funny thing is, he's not generally like sleepy. I'm the one that's generally like sleepy. Like I have got a fucking sleep disorder and everything, so like I sleep during the day instead of at night. I can try, but it doesn't always work. So yeah, I'm the one that's generally tired naturally as like a default state. I can hear my gun shooting in the distance. This is as a miner. My god, are you telling me I need to get out of stream? That's pretty good snipe. Yeah, no, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm a 18 plus safe for work streamer. Just, you know, I would prefer that everybody be older, because occasionally I make dirty jokes. Plus I swear pretty much all the time too, so I'm not here to deal with somebody's parents being angry about it. Like that's their business. Let's go over here. So because I'm crouching, it's quieter. Like if I stand up, like this is full volume, and if I crouch, you don't get like the ting 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 noise as much. It's a lot better. You don't mind it. Lol. Cat Brian again here all night. Oh man. Sometimes you got some really good jokes, by the way, Snipe. I know Les has got like the really great timing. You've got like some good jokes. Like some of them though. Some of them are interesting. Let me fucking top up these. I could turn these into stacks while I'm just sitting here. I'll make them stacks and that will save me some space. I can keep going from there. Go. Alright. Pretty much. Actually, he tends to give the scares, honestly. I tend to find. He's pretty good at that. But yeah. So unfortunately, in 7 Days to Die, I am kind of the person that does the mining, the cooking. When we had a town center for like most of when we had a lot of people on, I was also the builder of that, the farmer. I'm generally a farmer as well. So I tend to do a lot of the more tedious kind of repetitive stuff that's probably not as entertaining to sit through. But on the other side, like the guys often will go off and do quests and stuff like that. And eventually when they get bored of 7 days down the track, I end up just going and doing quests myself as well. Or going and like scrapping stuff for resources because I'll still need them. But yeah, I can do that stuff. I just, I know that I'm also making resources and food and stuff for like the three of us. Like we did have up to 7 people on previous servers, but this one's only been like 3 to 4 people. And it's just because like the time it's no longer a 24-hour server, so people just can't get in and play whenever. I can't leave it running. In the future we might be able to fix that, maybe. But yeah, that'll be a future thing. That sounds like the average house player. Pretty much. We'll end up switching roles late game. We really do, actually. Really late game. I don't know what it is, but really late game, the guys kind of start going like a builder. Like they'll go off and build their own places. And then they'll go and harvest and mine and farm and cook and all that stuff. And I'll just start selling all my extra stuff. And then I go off and start doing questing and stuff. It's really weird. I actually hadn't quite noticed that so deliberately, Grim. That's interesting. All I need to do is keep remembering to take the rock buses and the mining stuff every time that little shovel and the drink down the corner looks like it's getting like into low stuff, because otherwise it'll run out and I'll just be wasting fuel mining something I could be getting 20% more of. I mean, stuff at this stream, special word. Look, stuff is everything. I don't know. Let me get over here. I'm also supposed to be getting that shiny stuff down there, which is oil shale. I'll get to it. I just don't want to like mine this so far over that I end up accidentally like digging a spot where Grim ends up falling into a pit when he logs in. I roughly know where he is based on where his mining thing is. Where his drone is. The best thing is this is all sand, so if I stand at the right angle to it, I can take it all down without having like that and not have to worry. I just gotta back up so I don't get hurt as much. I do have good healing. I don't have to worry too much. There's not much resources in the stuff above here. It's mostly sand and rock. And when you pull down a sandy area, it automatically collapses stuff. Like there's a little bag over here you can see. I'll work my way over to it. There's a couple of them actually where they're like resources. Probably crushed sand. Yeah. There'll be little bags of crushed sand. Yeah, I try not to get underneath it because it'll just hurt me. That is clay or rock. You're drinking a game where you drink whenever you say stuff or thing. I say stuff a lot. Also, I've got no problem with people doing drinking games, just not while I'm live. You guys could do that to my streams offline if you choose to do so. Just because I know there's a few people that are uncomfortable with drunken antics. No worries, Snipe. I'll catch you later. But yeah, I would actually say probably the worst one to probably pick would be the word fuck. Fuck, shit, or cunt. Because I will say them throughout. There was a time when fucknuts was the most popular word, I would probably say. That's why I've got a exclamation mark command for it. That if I happen to say it, you guys can like literally exclamation mark fucknuts. And it will bring up a prompt that says that I've said it. And like basically like timestamp it. Um, but yeah, I also have a bunch of exclamation mark commands you guys can play with too. If you want to see that, it's just exclamation mark commands. You just type in that shit and it'll bring up the list. Time to dig in. Oh, Grim, you puns. I said don't drink, just like the idea of doing a thing whenever it happens. That's fair. I just know that if I get people that are particularly intoxicated in my stream, I tend to just give them a quick timeout and be like, just, you know, come back later kind of thing, just because I know there's a few people specifically uncomfortable with alcoholic situations. And I'm like, I just don't want to put them in that. But yeah, there's nothing against somebody having a drink while they're like watching. You guys can do that. Just keep it tame. Do it responsibly, kind of thing. Fuck, nasty as hell. Way better than Subway. so, so it's nasty as fuck, but way better than Subway. I love that description, Grim. Yes, I get it. It's tasty. I cooked a roast for Nick tonight, and it looks fucking amazing. I can't eat it, but like it looks good. It's a pork roast. Apparently, it turned out really good. I literally like woke up at 3, and because there was a storm, and there was movement in the house, and it was Nick, but I didn't know he was home yet, so I was like freaked out. And so all I knew was there was a storm and somebody was in the house. And so I'm like, okay, well, after I discovered it was Nick, I'm like, I'll just put the fucking roast on now to cook, and that way it will be done hopefully by the time I next actually get up. Also, welcome in, Shadow. Sandwiches. Grim is making sandwiches. I made a roast. I made a roast pork. Nick said it was great, apparently. I want crushed stuff. I want that to stack. Don't track it. Alright. More rocks, please. Don't back. Give me that. Alright, you. Recipes. I want you to do fucking rocks. Do it. There we go. Fucking hell. Yeah. So, apparently this pork roast was pretty good. It looks and it smells good. However, like, if I were to eat it, apart from the fact that, like, I'd maybe have at most 5 minutes of bliss, I would then have, like, hours of vomiting and horrible cramping pain, and eventually, if any of it made it through past that, I would have, like, basically my intestines would just shred themselves, and I'd just have, like, bleeding and stuff like that to deal with. And, of course, all the other end stuff, which is just not worth it. So, yeah. It looks good, though. It smells really nice. I used to only cook, like, meat. Like, when I was able to eat it, I used to only cook and eat meat, pretty much. It took me a long time to get it right, but once I did, the meats and stuff that I cook are really good. The problem is that I can't eat them anymore, but I can cook by smell and appearance, so I can get it right, and it's good. I just can't actually eat it. Crohn's is rough. Sorry you have to deal with that. Yeah, it's all good. I think I've come to terms with it now. The hardest thing for me was trying not to eat lamb. I went for like a year where I kept trying to eat lamb, and it was just, by the end of it, I gathered that it just wasn't worth that level of discomfort. But yeah, I'm fine with it now. I've found so many more varieties of food because of it, so I guess I'm actually I'm not happy that I've got it, but I'm happy that I've got to try so many things because of it. So, you know, that's my outlook on it anyway. What is that? Is it wrong that I just fell in tow with myself? And they said to keep, and it's hard. You fell in love with yourself, huh? Oh, you got pizza. Nice. I'm not surprised, Grim. Like, obviously, being smitten with your own cooking is a good thing. At least you know it's good shit. I do like the music about here in the desert. It's just like you can't hear it over the auger, but I can hear it because I used to have a base in the desert for so long. So I'm hearing it in the background and I feel very mellow from it. Just one of those sort of ambient things. Whereas the burnt area is kind of like, I don't know, it's just breezy, kind of quiet and peaceful in a weird way. Yeah, the more oil shale I get, the more fuel we can make. The more iron I get, the more I think forged iron and steel and other stuff we can make. Been to Pizza Hut 2 days ago and they had a special promo, a medical pizza for twice the price. Wow, that sounds like shit. We saw like we've got a few different varieties of places. Like we've got Pizza Hut and Domino's and all those ones, which I think are international brands. Um, but the Domino's did some kind of special. I don't know if it was like if it's an every week thing or what, but they had this special on a couple of weeks ago for like half price pizzas. And apart from the fact that they were absolutely slapped, um, which I fucking expect. Like the pizza for a whole piece of pizza, sorry, not a whole piece, but a whole pizza was $2.50. So we obviously got two pizzas. We got $5 worth of pizzas, and that was really nice. Um, yeah, I said Domino's came in here last year, but they're was it they're uneatable? I'm not surprised. Look, some of the Domino's and shit around us are kind of crap. It's also depending on like region specific stuff too. Like some Pizza Huts are great if they're more popular than others. We used to have ones called like Pizza Haven. There's like some, I think, Eagle Boys and stuff like that used to be a brand. Like there was variety. We used to have variety. We used to have like maybe four or so different pizza chains. And now I think we've only got like two or three plus like some artisanal ones like Pizza Capers and stuff. Um, but like I haven't eaten at a Pizza Capers for probably like years. Um, a really long time. Probably back when I was a teenager is when I ate that. I was never a super big fan of like them putting like pumpkin and potatoes and all sorts of various things on pizzas. I'm like, I just literally just want a pizza. Plus, like my choice in pizzas nowadays is either um, cheese, vegetarian. I get spicy vegetarian. That's nice. There is a like there's a tofu-y one, like a paneer or something. Um, it's really good, but the only problem is it is more expensive to get. It's not like a standard range one. Like if I want that, it's one of those you pay additional stuff to get the stuff put on it kind of thing. But it is a good pizza. Um, it's just not one that I would get every time kind of thing. Um, Domino's very far from place to place. There was one place that had Domino's and it was great. 4 months later, they had a different staff and it was worse. Yeah, they really are because they don't treat their staff very well. That's why they have a really high turnover and the quality dips like substantially at times. Same with KFC here, honestly. Look, we have probably four within a radius of our house, and all four of them are absolutely busy as shit all the time. But like one of them is greasy as fuck. Um, one of them apparently consistently gets their orders wrong, um, or misses stuff, or one of them has got where nothing is ever made, or they never have enough made. So you always have to wait a substantial amount of time for them to like cook a full fucking batch of chicken and shit. Um, like it really takes fast food out of the equation when it's not fast. Um, and also when it's like barely food, when it's like ultra, it's like saturated, greased. If you ever encountered a place where they sell rectangular pizza, make sure to calculate the area. Seriously, have one place here that sells like 20% less pizza for 100% the price, despite pizza looking bigger. Yeah, yeah, there's a couple of those. Mind you, in Australia, when we get square pizzas, they are about the size of a table. So you know you are actually getting more pizza because it literally takes up the entire table instead of just being like a circle in the middle and you can fit plates around it. Like this thing is like, I don't know how big it is, but it's fucking massive. The only problem is I'm not really that fond of like how it's cut up and stuff. I don't like eating like tiny little rectangle slices that like some of them you can't even pick them up because they're just molten cheese and toppings and stuff. So that's kind of a letdown. It's like the table, yeah. It's quite a large fucking pizza. If I can remember later, I'll try to like look up the size, diameter, or whatever it is. I probably won't because it's like I don't even know if the chain's still open. But there was one. I'd rather wait and have food fresh than have something missing. Yeah, see, I would rather wait a little bit longer and have my complete order how I asked for it or how it's supposed to be than to get something a bit faster and to have to like come back and fuck around being like this missing or that's wrong. Like the biggest thing too is because of my Crohn's, I have to change almost every order I get anywhere. And as I've said before, it's a risk. If I eat out, the risk of cross contamination, I'll get sick anyway. But a lot of the time, I have to change like a lot of meat patties over to like fish patties and stuff. And a lot of people cannot comprehend that as an option. Um, I've even had a few people, as I'm ordering, literally actually say, "Ooh, gross." Um, and I'm like, wow, thank you. I don't have a fucking choice, but thanks for making it awful for me. Um, you know, and yeah, anytime I get something and it's got meat in it, I'm like, I have to send it back. And I have to hope, like fuck, that they'll actually take it apart, like give me a whole new one instead of take it apart and put it back together with like other meat in it, kind of thing. Because if they pull it apart and put other stuff in it, it will just make me sick.
Fatality!
Lol. Astruvia Sack Gopher is judging you so hard, man. Everybody knows what you did. That's what that button does. Is that boy I'm full of need to process to be in soonish? All good, Grim. How's everybody doing? Alright, Astruvius. Doing alright. Did the art stream last night, so as you guys know, I always stay up later. Like several hours later. So I'm a bit tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep. But I always never get enough sleep before a stream anyway. So, well, before art stream. I always like don't sleep the day before properly, so yeah, I'm naturally tired. Is it? You sure you got that right? What's it? I hope you're having a. I'm handsome as always. Yeah, no, Grim's got it right. Grim's got it right. He's handsome as fuck. Yeah. He's just finished a massive fucking sandwich, so he might be a bit like comatose. All right, I'm gonna take a bit more of these learning elixirs and stuff while I'm here. See if I can just. I need these to like stack up better. I don't have time to wait to like get them all in like good order, but I need a better order to this fucking rock situation. Like, I put that back. Okay, rocks, sand. I just need to take a moment to actually do this, or otherwise it'll be in the way. And Reaper has always been beautiful. You're damn right. Let's see, put that there. All right. So clay shouldn't stack up much. I shouldn't get too much sand. I will end up getting a little bit of lead. I don't know where that extra sand came from, but I can't double stack it. So this I need to be like, oh my god, I should have done this beforehand. Also, I got a diamond somehow. All right, if I can help. Nitrate, yes. Metal, yes. Gemstones, rocks, yes. So let's just make this like that, like that. Just do that. This can, I don't know why this isn't double stacked anyway, but there, that should do it. That should help. I think I'm getting a lot more nitrate in the metals and stuff, so I might just double stack everything around, just like that. Cool. All right. Tell anybody, but it's 2:31 p.m. I don't know. I think I might know, Astruvius. I think I might know. There's still time left to have a good time. There is. Are you working tonight? Are you still working nights? Because I was gonna ask that. I'm like, I know you don't work like every night, but if it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, I figure like you're saying that because it's like getting late. You still work nights, all right? So I assume you can like only be able to like hang around for a bit probably before you can go off to work and stuff. It is awesome that the internet's working enough that you can like come visit. I know it's been like an absolute fucking nightmare for you. Every time you try to like hang out and visit and stuff, it just dumps you out every fucking time. Usually sleep by now, but because of night shifts, yeah. Yeah, I ended up not going to sleep as early as I wanted to this morning. Like, I didn't stay up and do a heap of my normal stuff. Like, I did my editing stuff, but I didn't do all my uploads and stuff. I'll just do that on top of tonight. Because downloads after an art stream that's like 8 hours takes a lot longer, obviously. Takes twice as long as a 4-hour stream, obviously, to download. So, yeah. I'll do all that tonight on top of everything else. So then I can hopefully get a nice big sleep tomorrow and then do some PPUs for PUBG. Yeah. And then obviously I'll try to get fucking Sunken Land to set that up for next week on the weekend. Just to have a nice big sleep. I know. I'll get a big sleep eventually. At least I was going to book in to have a couple of like... Alright, hold on. Yeah, I was going to initially book in to have one of... I was going to either go visit one of my cousins or she was going to visit me this weekend or next weekend. And I'm really kind of glad that I pushed that back and haven't like made that arrangement yet because I think I would have been too tired. And I think you guys still got a couple more days to vote for movies and stuff that you want to watch. But then the following weekend is obviously movie night. So yeah, there'll be that. Oh god, it's so dark. I was like, why is it so dark out of blue? I also haven't seen too many zombies come in. I am hearing that shooting wherever the fuck it is. It's up there somewhere. I'm sure I'll hope to catch it. Yeah. Yeah, well, there is I did put a physical event in Discord, and I don't know if you click on it and say that you're interested, I don't know if it reminds you of it happening. I'm not too sure if it does or not. But it should. I hope, at least if it does, it will be in like the correct time for when it's supposed to happen and stuff. And obviously I'll have to like set up a little bit and stuff, so it's like a ping. Nice. Well, if that's the case, as long as you guys say you're interested in the event that's at the top of Discord, then you should be able to get a ping notification for when it's going to happen. Because yeah, I'll probably have to set it up, and I don't know which movie it's going to be at the moment. For some reason, at the moment, it's on like I think Lord of the Rings, and a close second is Kingsman or something. I'm like, the Lord of the Rings kind of took me by surprise actually, because like it was like a last minute addition to the list, and I'm like, to have it be like one of the top ones voted, I'm like, wow, okay, kind of glad I put that in there then. But also if it ends up being like Kingsman or something, it's still not a problem. Why is this so much higher than over there? I hadn't heard of it and think it'd be cool to watch. Yeah, well, they're all in there. I quite like Kingsman's alright. All the movies that I've listed in there should be alright. They should also be all good quality. I will have to boost Discord so we can watch it in good quality though. But it is also going to... Your viewing quality will also be, I think, impacted by your own downloads and shit, or watching or whatever. So, just be mindful of that. Like, I will have it at the best quality I can stream it out to you guys, but it will dip depending on what yours is. So I hope it's not the whole series. No. I've only got... You can only pick one movie ultimately at the end. If two movies get, like, in time with each other, I'll flip a coin to decide which one. But we're not watching series. Like, if I do another movie night in the future, I'll list the second movie in place of that, instead of, like, the first. Hey, love. My turret might be out. I might just go have a quick look at it wherever it is. It's that way. You're up here. What's that? Let's all watch the Hunger Game movies. I actually love the Hunger Game movies. I really do. Oh, it's on the other side. Is it? Where's my drone? Over here somewhere. It didn't fall down or anything. Is it over there? Oh, up there. Alright. There it is. Alright. May have to dig a bit. Making Grand Canyon by hand. I have got a quick little video in Discord, Twitch clips of me making my Bedrock Canyon mine. It was deep. It was probably 500 odd blocks deep. Well, that's grim.
Alright, none here.
That reminds me, I haven't sent out invites this whole time. Poor Nick hasn't got any of my fucking XP, unfortunately. Alright.
Too far away to matter.
Yeah, we are a bit too far away, but I am over here. So yeah. Yeah, I've just been... I am out of that one. I need to keep up on these so I'm not wasting it. Was it the director's cut? A Lord of the Rings marathon. It's a whole 10 hours watching. No. So no matter what the movie you guys vote on, if you want it to be a 3-hour movie, watch a 3-hour movie. If you want it to be an hour